this has been making its rounds on the internet, on TV, and overall, everybody kind of has their own opinion about it. So I think it's kind of appropriate for me to sit here and actually talk to you guys about what I feel, because I don't really think that I'm anything special, I just kind of want to talk about it. So, earlier today, Team Russia lost to Team USA in the semi-finals of the World Juniors. The loser, which was Russia, is now going to play in the bronze medal game, and the winner, which was USA, they're going to be playing either Finland or Switzerland tomorrow for the gold medal. So, Team Russia lost. It was a really close game. Caden Primo was probably like the deciding factor in this one. If Primo, the USA goaltender, wasn't on his game, more likely this game would have been tied and the Russians would have had a better chance of winning. But Primo was solid. He didn't let in all too many goals. He was fantastic in the third period, and overall, Russia really did pounce on him with shots, but Primo was up to the chase. Overall, he was the player of the game, and it was very much deservedly so. And that brings us to what everybody is talking about. What exactly is this controversy with Klim Kostin and Team Russia? Well, after the game, Team Russia, which is understandable, they were very disappointed. They were sad. A lot of the guys were crying, and it was very easy to understand why. These guys are 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds playing in this really high-profile tournament. They just lost in the gold medal qualifying game, and they're crushed. It's obvious to see why they're frustrated. And Klim Kostin, who was the Russian captain, probably took that a little bit to the next level. He was the one crying a little bit the most out of all of the guys. He had spit coming out of his mouth, it was drooling all over his jersey. It wasn't necessarily the most prettiest of sights, but it was one that you could sympathize with, for sure. Up until the point where they had to take pictures with the Russian players of the game, or players of the tournament, or something like that, Kostin was chosen as one of these players. And when they were taking the picture, Kostin was kind of skating around a little bit, kind of avoiding taking the picture, but when they did take the picture, Kostin was off to the side, he was kind of looking away. It was obvious that he wasn't in the moment, and he wasn't really caring about what was going on in front of him. So, the Canadian fans in Rogers Arena, they started to boo. And the camera was focused on Kostin the entire time, the TSN broadcasting camera. They were focused on him the entire time as he was skating back towards the Russian team. And the crowd was booing, and you could see Kostin look up, skating towards his team still. He scans the crowd, and then he goes, "F you." Fully uncensored. He curses off the entire Vancouver fan base, and the camera quickly cuts away from him after that, but it was caught on video. Everybody was posting it online, and everybody seems to have their own opinion about it. First, let's talk about the two main opinions that bring themselves up, the positive and the negative. Then at the end, I think I kind of want to look at an overarching general outline of what happened. So, the good things. A lot of people are saying that this is really good for St. Louis Blues fans, because Kostin is a St. Louis Blues prospect, and a lot of people are saying that this is great because it signifies a player who's not okay with losing, a player who really wants to win every step of the way, and who's not going to take no for an answer. Because of that, that translates into hard work ethic and a really good, strong machine within this player. Because this is a passionate player in Kostin who's not going to settle down with a bad result like this is a good thing. And that is the perspective that a lot of people are bringing up online. Now obviously there is the juxtaposition to that and the negative side that people are saying. Okay, what are you doing? This is a pro tournament. This is a tournament for players who are looking to be professionals. This is a tournament where you're supposed to act with class. What is this? Why are you doing that? That's unsportsmanlike. That's disrespecting the sport. This is this, that, and the other, and everybody has this opinion too. I've seen that opinion bring itself up as well. There are people that say this is a good thing and they understand why, and there are people that say this is a bad thing and are kind of trashing on Kostin. But overall, I think there are a few things that we actually have to take a look at to understand why this happened. First off, yes, they are 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds at this tournament. They're not gonna be super mature. And I think that's easy to understand. At the same time, I'm not defending the actions of Kostin, I am promoting the ideas that allow people to understand why they happened. You can't say that you're looking at this tournament and you're gonna say that every single player who loses a game is gonna be super mature about it. There's gonna be a few of them who are still acting like kids, and that's kind of what we got here. It was immature to backlash at the crowd like that. It was immature to not take your dues and take the picture properly with the other Team Russia players. I think we can agree on that. At the same time, though, people are bringing up the fact that the loser ceremony that Kostin took a part of, which kind of ignited the bad feelings in general, is kind of dumb. And at the same time, I can agree with that too. It's kind of weird, it's cringe, it's not really necessary, but at the same time, what are you gonna do about it? Like, what else can you do to promote the losers like that? Because you kind of have to promote everybody in the tournament. The guys who made it this far, even if they did lose in the semifinals, they still made the semifinals, right? So you kind of have to have that ceremony, but at the same time I can understand why it's not necessarily the most comfortable ceremony to have. At the same time though, it doesn't justify anything that he did. This is the same thing with Leah Shanderson last year. Sure, being sad and being young and having all this pressure on you, it allows us to understand where he's coming from, but it doesn't make it right. Now, at the same time, I don't think anybody should be out there trying to cut off Kostin's head, and I don't think St. Louis Blues fans should be like, oh, trade him, I don't want this guy on our team. I think everybody should just take a look at it and understand the fact that, yes, Kostin did not handle the loss in the best way that he could have, but we all have to accept that, because it happened. And at the same time, yeah, these are kids, and this is a really big tournament, so it's not fair to put all the expectations of the pros onto them, but at the same time, it's not fair to say that what Kostin did was right, or that it was justified. We can understand why he did it, but that doesn't make it right. And I think everybody can agree with that. Would it have been better if he did it, or if he didn't do it? Obviously, the answer would be it would be better if he didn't do it. And that's the bottom line. So overall, Kostin, I hope he has a great career with the Blues. Team Russia, they're playing in the bronze medal game later tomorrow, so that'll be interesting to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pleasant Gaming, and bye.